Title: Peerless Waste in Eternal Times. Author: Tian D. Davois. Synopsis: He was considered a peerless waste, unable to advance in cultivation for 7 years, subject to ridicule. However, he unintentionally awakened the extraordinary 5 elements physique, and in this world where martial arts reign supreme, he embarked on a journey, overcoming countless obstacles, reversing his destiny, traversing the heavens and the earth, ultimately achieving the status of a legendary saint. Chapter E: Youngster of the Wu Family. In the Tianfeng Empire, in the city of Xinc, lies the Wu family. Yellow stage, 9 stars. 4 radiant yellow characters on the star assessment still caught the attention of a young man in a blue robe. The young man, about 15 or 16 years old, had a tall and upright figure, a clear and handsome face, and his eyes shone brightly like stars. At this moment, the young man withdrew his outstretched hand, which had been frozen in mid-air, and placed it back into his sleeve. Unbeknownst to him, his fingernails had deeply pierced into his palm. Wu Hui, 15 years old, yellow stage, 9 stars, unqualified. The third elder, responsible for the assessment, announced the result in an indifferent tone. As expected, his words immediately sparked a wave of mockery from the surrounding crowd. Ha ha ha! As expected, this waste is still stuck in place. TSK, it's a pity. The former genius has fallen to such a state. He'll probably become an elder disciple of the family this time. Who knows? After all, his father is the family head. But with no progress for 7 years, even the family head may not be able to protect him. It's a disgrace to the family head. The surrounding voices of ridicule grew louder and more audacious, becoming increasingly uninhibited. Bang! A loud noise came from the high platform, capturing everyone's attention. The young man's gaze also shifted towards the platform, his expression darkened, and a glimmer of tears flickered in his eyes as he tightly pursed his lips. Father, I'm sorry. Muttering to himself, the youth turned around and walked towards the back of the crowd. Sitting in the center of the high platform was a middle-aged man who appeared to be in his 30s. His face was resolute, with his eyebrows showing traces of gray amidst his temples. The teacup in his hand had turned into a pile of powder. His gaze followed the departing youth, filled with love, pity, and a trace of unwillingness. This person was Wu Hui's father, the current head of the Wu family, Wu Haya. Wu Hui walked towards the back of the crowd, where the disciples who had finished their assessments were gathered. They were divided into 2 groups, the qualified and the unqualified. In reality, the unqualified individuals comprised the majority since the Wu family's assessment standard required reaching the profound stage before the age of 15. This standard was not low within the Wu family, and in each year's assessment, less than half of the candidates could reach the profound stage by the age of 15. The rest were assigned to the family's industries. However, the Wu family's assessment targeted all disciples under the age of 15, including children as young as 6 or 7 who had just begun cultivating their martial qi. Wu Hui stood among these children, who were shorter than him by 1 or 2 heads, feeling desolate. His gaze turned towards the sky, reminiscing about the past. At the age of 3, Wu Hui started practicing qi cultivation. At the age of 8, he reached the 9th level of the Yellow Realm and was once hailed as the genius of the Wu family. If he could break through to the profound realm before the age of 10, there was a high possibility of the Wu family producing an innate powerhouse. Innate powerhouses are formidable figures throughout the Tianfeng Empire. Everyone in the family had high hopes for Wu Hui. At the age of 9, when he didn't make a breakthrough, the family remained confident. At 10, when he still hadn't made a breakthrough, the family was slightly disappointed but still fully supported the possibility of producing a strong individual for the family. At the age of 11, with no breakthrough, except for his father, everyone else had lost faith in Wu Hui. If he were to achieve the profound realm at 12, although it would still be impressive, it wouldn't be worth the family's extensive cultivation efforts. At 12, without a breakthrough, the family completely gave up, but his father continued to support him, and under his father's influence, the family continued to provide resources for Wu Hui according to the standards of core disciples. At 13, with no breakthrough, the derogatory term waste began to circulate. Wu Hui's father became furious and severely punished those who insulted him. For a while, no one mentioned the word waste again, but the disciples within the clan became increasingly discontent with the actions of the family head. At 14, without a breakthrough, Wu Hui's father set out on a journey, searching in various major cities of the Tianfeng Empire for a solution to his son's problem. However, he returned heavily injured, with his strength plummeting from an 8-star powerhouse in the celestial realm to a 3-star, causing a significant decline in both his power and prestige, shaking his position as the family head. Now, Wu Hui is 15 years old and still at the 9th level of the Yellow Realm. According to the rules of the Wu family, when reaching the age of 15 and not attaining the Profound Realm, the cultivation resources would be cancelled, and he would become an outer disciple responsible for managing the family's industries, while the resources would be used to cultivate other disciples with potential. Is Wu Hui not making efforts? Absolutely not. Wu Hui wakes up at least 2 hours earlier and sleeps 2 hours later than everyone else. He trains with higher intensity and frequency than other disciples every day. However, regardless of his efforts, he is unable to break through the barrier to the Profound Realm, and the reason remains unknown. This chapter concludes. If you enjoy the works of Changfeng Academy on Douyin, please give me a follow, like, and save. Your support is my motivation.